actually spitted on her. And that's when she was messy. Not like, you know, drama messy, but like dirty as What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but y'all, it's gonna be worth it, I promise. This is really a redemption video, taking back what the is taken away from me, kind of. Most of you guys know I was enrolled in college like a year ago, 2 years ago. I don't know how the math works. A year ago, 2021. I ended up leaving because I missed home. That's just that. But before I left, there was a lot of stuff that actually happened, and a lot of assumptions was being thrown around about me, and I never got the chance to redeem myself. What actually happened, like tell what actually happened from my standpoint, because everybody was just stuck on the one-sided story. Today, I'm going to tell y'all what happened. I actually came up with some code names to help me out here, so I don't say nobody's name and these hoes don't have no reason to text me. Okay, I wanted to explain the names. So Porsche is Porsche because when we first moved in, she was like the only two people that had a car, and she didn't want us in her car for real because I don't know what her excuse was, but she never wanted to drive her car with us in it. And we started calling her Porsche because we was like, oh, if we too good to be in her, if her car too good for us to be in it, then it better be a fucking Porsche and not no Toyota Camry outside. Because the way she was acting, y'all, she was acting like that shit was like expensive, and it wasn't. It wasn't even that expensive. But whatever. Maybe she was just racist. And Pick Me got her name because Porsche actually came up with that name when we was living together, because Pick Me was acting like a pick me around Porsche's boyfriend, and Porsche was like, she's a pick me. I just want y'all to remember this. Write it down, take a picture, screen record it, something. Just don't forget it, because Porsche came up with Pick Me's nickname. Alright, Boy Crazy, that's my roommate. She just, it's self-explanatory. Alright. Stalker got her name because when we were at orientation, she was like taking pictures and videos and stuff of us without us knowing and just sending it to the group chat. Yeah. And Messy got her name because she was messy. Not like, you know, drama messy, but like dirty as fuck messy. Like nasty. Like leaving stuff on the floor nasty. Like messy. I really don't like her, so that's why I just went so hard. Y'all just gonna have to keep up. I'm gonna try to put something right here so y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to explain it the best way that I can. And yeah, well, I'm telling y'all everything from my experience at USCA. Half of the reason why I left. I went to USCA. It's an extension of USC, University of South Carolina, but it's a Aiken campus in Aiken, South Carolina, which is like 2 hours from Atlanta. It's right there next to Augusta. And I didn't know about the school until my niece had went there. And I like the campus. I like that it was close and far away from home at the same time, and I wanted to go there. I mean, they had a good theater program. I got a few scholarships for being in theater there. So I went. I stayed on campus, of course, because who was driving 2 hours to school every day? Not me. And the way that the dorms are set up, we have suites. So it's one big room, 4 bedrooms in the big room. So it's like an apartment, a 4-bedroom apartment, 4-bedroom, 4-bath apartment. And in each room there was 2 girls. So I was in suite A. It was me and my roommate, Boy Crazy. If you know her real name. If you don't, you're not gonna find out. So me and Boy Crazy was in suite A. In suite B, it was Pick Me and my friend Anasia. Hey girl. In suite C, it was Porsche and Messy. And then in suite D, in the beginning, it was my friend Kira and Stalker. So it's 3 white girls, a mixed girl, and 4 black girls in the room at the time. So it's 8 of us in total. My lovely friends helped me out. When I left, everybody fell out because supposedly I was talking behind everybody's back. But mind you, everybody was talking about everybody behind each other's back. I was blamed for making my roommate move out. I was blamed for making Kira's roommate move out. I was blamed for pick me, like everybody couldn't pick me off. I was blamed for that. And I think that's where the blame stopped. I was blamed on everything that they did, really. So it was me, and all the roommates who had an issue with me was white, and the ones that stuck beside me, they was black. Put two and two together, y'all already know where I'm headed with this. So my roommate, boy crazy, she was just a liar. She was just lying to lie. She woke up, lied until she went to sleep at night. She was just lying. And she often got caught up in her lies. And one time I caught her up in her own lie, and I addressed it, and I ended up cutting her off. And everybody else ended up cutting her off as well, because it was like, okay, she's lying about stuff like this. What else is she lying about? Let's just not talk to her. So that's what he did. She ended up going back home, and when she came back, we actually fixed it, or so-called we thought we fixed it, but it was just so much. And she ended up moving out for good, and her reason for moving out was because of everything going on at home. She just wanted to be away from everything at school. And y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and say that yes, I did do some wrong. I did a lot of wrong, and I owned up to it. I let them know, yes, I did that, yes, I did this, but what about you? And I said that in the group chat at one point in time, and they like completely ignored it, telling them, well, you. Like, no, babe, what about you? What did you do? Absolutely fucking nothing, apparently. But you actually did everything under the sun as well. There was a time where I had, okay, y'all know, not Instagram, Snapchat has private stories. I'm not very proud of it, but you know, it happened. Snapchat has private stories where like you add who you want. It's like a close friends on Instagram, but instead it's like you can have multiple private stories. So I had a private story with like my closest friends in it, and Pick Me was actually one of those. It was Pick Me, Kira, and Asia, and because those were my closest friends, and they was in there. But it was after I had found out that Boy Crazy was talking behind my back. And I was like, y'all, would it be crazy if I just decided to just slap this bitch? Yeah, I said that. I did. She was just lying. She was lying to everyone. Everyone decided to cut her off. That's that. I didn't say, hey, y'all, cut her off because she's a liar. Everybody had their mind made up on their own as to why they should cut her off, because she did dirt to everybody that was in the room. So everybody decided to cut her off. That's it. With Boy Crazy's lying, came Pick Me right behind her, and Pick Me was telling us stuff that Boy Crazy was telling her in like confidentiality, like telling all her personal business, going upstairs telling her boyfriend and her boyfriend's friends her personal business, you know, just being a pick me, just trying to get validation. And she actually did that to Boy Crazy. She did it to me, and she proceeded to do it to one of our other friends. We're gonna call our other friend Barbie, because she's in this story a lot, way more than I realized. And basically what she does is she gets you to open up. Pick Me gets you to open up to her, and she'll go back and she'll tell your business. She did it to Barbie. I didn't find out that she did it to Barbie until I got ready to leave campus for good, like when I moved back to Georgia. And that's when I decided to, you know, bring light to the entire situation, because why are you doing this? Like, you're a bully. She was like 4 or 5 being a bully, and it was crazy, because there was no reason to treat anybody like that. And I really wanted to just bring the situation to light, because I don't want anybody else to have to go through this. Like, she made herself known on my TikTok. I didn't say no names or nothing. She made herself known. So I'm gonna repost that TikTok so people can see it. Yeah. But yeah, she was basically trying to get everybody to turn against Boy Crazy, and I guess it worked. But then again, it didn't work, because we all saw Boy Crazy for who she really was, and not what Pick Me was telling us that she was. Porsche, she was just a liar. She was one of those girls who, oh, I'm not white, I'm this. Her and Messy both. They was both like, oh, I'm not white, I'm this. But Porsche, she was just a different breed. So Porsche was the one who brought her boyfriend for a weekend, and Pick Me, that's when Pick Me got her nickname, because Porsche was like, oh, she's acting like this around my man, she's acting like that around my man, and she was like, she's a Pick Me. And we was like, wow, we didn't realize that until now. And then everything that she was doing around everybody's significant others was just suddenly like, oh yeah, it's giving Pick Me. Like, she has something to prove when she's around boys or either another female or something. And so Porsche made Pick Me's nickname. That's why we started calling her Pick Me, because Porsche came up with Pick Me. And on to Messy. Messy is also one of those girls, oh, I'm not white, I'm this. And her thing was, oh, I'm not white, I'm Native American, da da da. And one time she actually said that she was racist when she was in school because she had problems on the inside. And it didn't register in my head until like a few days later, and I was like, how the fuck was you just racist in school and just you cool now? Make it make sense. Make it make a lot of sense. But my issue with Messy was she never cleaned up behind herself. She had her own bed in her own room in a suite, and she decided to live in our common area. She lived in our common area, and it was messy all the time. Here's a screenshot of me texting my girlfriend and telling her how dirty it was. I was cleaning the living room every other day. Us as a group, we was cleaning the living room every other week. It was trash on top of trash. I vacuumed the seat cushions. It was crumbs on top of crumbs. It looked like you could put all them crumbs on a plate, and it would be a dog bowl full of food for a dog. That's how much food it was. She actually had a pet. An emotional support pet, and I'm not gonna lie, we watched him more than she did. There was times where she was actually having she needed support. I would say she was actually having a breakdown one time, and the dog was trying to comfort her, and she pushed him off, and we were all confused because this is your emotional support dog, why are you pushing him off? Make it make sense. But yeah, she was real dirty, and she would bring her little brother over there too. He was real cool to a point, and then he started disrespecting her, and then that's when it became an issue to me because she was breaking her back for him, and he would turn around and just disrespect her straight to her face. One time he actually spitted on her, and that's when I left the dorm room completely, and I think I went to the game room because it was too much. But you know me, if you letting him do that to you, I just have no say so on what you do, because that's just that. And then Stalker, she stayed in the room for a month. She ended up leaving because her and her roommate had some personal things going on, and she moved. That was that. Nobody influenced her to leave. She actually brought her mom in the dorm room one time to cuss us out, and we weren't comfortable with that. So I think that kind of influenced her to leave, because we didn't like her, because after she brought her mom in, it was just and she was the oldest one out of all of us. So it was just weird because, girl, you just brought your mama in here to fight your battles for you, and you're older than us. Be so for real. Be so for real. And like I said, yes, I did say some stuff, but it's not like I never didn't own up to it. It was always, oh, I said this, but what did you say? When everything came to light of what people were saying behind each other's back, we was in a group chat talking, and they was like, oh, you called such and such this, you said this about her, you called her dirty, da 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 da. And I said, yeah, I called her dirty, yeah, I said this, but what did you say? And it was just they was trying to push it off. Oh, well, they said that you said, and I'm like, okay, but you're listening to he said, she said, and you're not listening to me talk. You're listening to them talk, and that's all you want to hear. And it came to a point where Pick Me was actually posting stuff on Snapchat, and instead of me handling it like I wanted to handle it, I took the grown-up route, and I texted our RA, and I told her, I was like, hey, Pick Me, Actually, let me tell y'all how I found out. I found out through one of the friends that we shared together, that she was posting on a private story on Snapchat, and she showed me. And so I texted our RA and I was like, hey girl, I just want to let you know our suite is having a little bit of drama going on right now, and Pick Me just posted this right here. I sent the screenshot and everything, and I just want to let you know that if she comes to you saying that I said something out the way to her, or I did something out the way to her, it was out of self-defense, because I'm tired of letting them walk all over me. Because y'all, I was a black girl in a room full of white people and 2 other black girls that was barely there, so I just didn't feel safe in my own room. So I texted her and she was like, oh, we can schedule a meeting and da da da. So their side, the white girls' side, we're gonna call them the whites, they actually had a meeting with our white RA before we went for a whole group meeting, and I believe that they actually got her to side with them. I didn't say anything while I was at school. I only said stuff to like my mom and my siblings and my cousins and my girlfriend, because when I was there, Messy was threatening to go to the office of enrollment, the admissions office of admissions, and let them know that I was a bully. And as a black girl in an all-white city, in an all-white state, I just didn't know how that was going to play out. So I really did. I kept quiet. But when I left, I was talking again. Yeah, I actually have proof that all of this happened, and there's nothing y'all can do about it, because I don't care. We had the meeting, and we was talking about everything, and I told our RA everything that happened. I actually sent her a paragraph. I can post it, put it right there. Pause to read. I actually told her everything that actually happened, and then everything was addressed. I also text Pick Me that same night, because me and Pick Me was like this. We was like that, like close. And so I texted her and I did apologize, because as the bigger person, that's what you do. Everybody apologized that night. Everything went back to, semi-normal. But then, when I left, I decided, I'm not at school no more. They can't force me to keep my mouth shut no more. I'm gonna go on TikTok and let the people know what happened. And so I did. I let them know what happened, because when I found out that Boy Crazy had actually used one of my towels to clean up Messy's dog's piss. Like one of my brand new towels that was in my bathroom, she used it to clean up pee and then put it right back to where it was. So when I went in there to take a shower, I was actually, like, it smells like piss in here. And I'm thinking, okay, it's a bathroom. Maybe I just need to clean up. So I cleaned up, and I'm still smelling the odor. And come to find out, I actually texted one of my roommates, and I was like, hey, did such and such use my da-da-da-da to clean up piss while I was gone? And she was like, she said something about she was going to, but I don't think she would actually do it. But she actually did it. I truthfully and honestly did not do nothing to Boy Crazy other than what I told y'all I did earlier about the Snapchat. That was it. I didn't tell her, oh, I don't with you, none of that. Because actually before I left, we were actually on pretty good terms, because Boy Crazy was going through a lot of stuff at home, and it was me and Kira in the bathroom sitting on the floor crying with her, because we felt like there wasn't enough that we could do. And while we were in the bathroom with her on the floor, like trying to calm her down, what was her best friend in the living room doing? Cackling, like laughing, texting the group chat, oh, I'm in here crying, laughing, oh, she's still fake, oh, I still not with her, all that. So it was crazy. So we was close before we left, so I was highly confused. Actually, the day that I came back to the school, we was texting. So I didn't understand where her issue was with me, other than, oh, that he said, she said. And if that's the case, then none of them have no reason to, not like me, because nobody gave me a chance to speak. They all started going to social media. They all started going to their friends, outside of friends, telling them how bad of a person I was, but they never told anybody what they did. Never. So, if anything, it was Pick Me's fault as to why Boy Crazy moved out. Porsche came up with Pixie's nickname. It wasn't me. It wasn't none of my black roommates. We was all just, you know, chilling. So that's why I'm here today. Because I just wanted to redeem myself and let y'all know what the fuck happened behind the closed doors of Suite 163 in Pacers Crossing at USC Aiken campus. USC Aiken campus. Because I never got the chance to speak up. I highly appreciate everybody who took the time to actually listen to me, took the time to actually figure out what happened and saw that I wasn't the issue, because there are people that still don't know what happened for real, and they're still blaming me just like the roommates are, and it was eating me up. But I feel like this video is really gonna help because they're getting unblocked. I'm posting a preview on TikTok. I'm just making sure that everybody get access to it. I'm coming with receipts too, so if y'all need any type of, you know, part 2, whatever, just let me know. Pushing off your personal issues on somebody else, that was childish. Like, that was very kid-like. That's like, oh, Timmy bit me. No, I didn't. And Timmy know that he bit Johnny. That's what it's giving. So make sure y'all follow my TikTok. Make sure y'all follow my TikTok. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share, because I might be coming out with a part 2 to give y'all full details on what happened. And follow my 2 friends that I still have at the campus. Well, 2 of the only friends that I have at the campus. Yeah. And I hope to see you guys next week, probably. I'm trying to stay consistent. So yeah, I'll see you guys then.